It is no surprise that some of the most cutting-edge technology in combat comes out of the police and the military. Here's a list of 10 police and military inventions you will not believe. Number 10. Holmatro Door Blaster. The Holmatro Door Blaster is an incredibly powerful tool that can be used to open pretty much any kind of door. It is a pneumatic hydraulic drive, which makes it the perfect item if a more stealth-driven approach is required. The blaster is silent and extremely effective, as it can break down the most well-locked doors without causing a lot of damage. The tool is compact and light to carry around, which means it requires just a single person to operate. Rather than breaking down doors the old way, the Holmatro Door Blaster is an item that should be used more often by the police. Number 9. Battleskin Viper Helmet. The Battleskin Viper Helmet is a lightweight and comfortable helmet that is mainly used by special ops forces and SWAT teams. What's most impressive about this helmet is the tactical advantage it holds. Attachments like face guards and shields can be added to the helmet based on the requirements of a mission, and there is also a night vision system present that can allow the user to see in complete darkness. The front mount and the rail system add plenty of versatility to the helmet, as it allows the wearer to customize it according to their own needs. With all the attachments in place, the helmet weighs up to 1,000 grams, but this can be reduced by removing certain extensions. The helmet itself is pretty sturdy, as it can stop most small caliber fire and is approved by the US Army. Number 8. Third Arm. This item on the list is exactly what you think it is. It's an exoskeleton attachment that allows soldiers to have an extra arm. We've all had moments where we could do with an extra arm, and this technology makes that a reality. The arm is quite rugged, but the mechanics are versatile enough to make sure the person using it has a tactical advantage over anyone who stands before them. Having the extra arm frees up one of the existing arms to be used for other things. The third arm stays out of the way most of the time and is only present to make things much easier for the user. While the third arm might not be ready to be introduced to the battlefield, there are high chances we'll be seeing it more often with law enforcement agencies. Number 7. Hoverbike S3. The Hoverbike S3 looks straight out of a dystopian sci-fi movie, but it is very much a reality. The Dubai police have already begun to train their law enforcement agents to use these aircrafts, and it might not be long before they are the new normal. The hoverbike weighs around 200 pounds and has a top speed of 60 miles per hour. For safety purposes, the limit on the altitude is around 16 feet, and all the pilots are thoroughly screened and tested before they can use it. The bike has vertical takeoff, and landing is completely electrical, which is great for the environment if these bikes are going to be more commonly used at some point. The bikes are not just reserved for law enforcement, and anyone who can afford it can buy it. But there are thorough testing requirements that need to be passed before anyone can get their hands on this sweet ride. Number 6. Bulletproof Origami Shield. This shield might be one of the most effective and simple items on the list. Inspired by origami-style art, the shield is lightweight, foldable, and easy to carry around. It can take a lot of damage as well. Considering how easy it is to use and the potential benefits of having an item like this with you are astronomical. Imagine all the bullets these shields can soak up. They can be used to defend people from open gunfire and even vehicles. The shield takes less than 10 seconds to deploy and takes the same amount of time to wrap it up back into its easier carry, compact shape. It requires no real technical training to use either. It is no surprise that 12 layers of Kevlar are used to make a single shield, but the amazing thing about it is that the weight is just 50 pounds. The shield is a real marvel of innovation and can help save many lives if it is used more often. Number 5. The Rook. The Rook by Ring Power is essentially what you get if you put a forklift through a military camp. The Rook is multifunctional, as it can be used as a battering ram, as a shield to guard people, and it can be used to lift officers up in hard-to-reach places during missions. That's not all. The Rook can even punch holes in a wall and spread gas inside, and can even break down houses. That's one mean forklift. It can protect up to 4 people and even has special cabinets to store the weapons. The Rook is an amazing tactical unit that can prove to be helpful in many situations, but it seems a bit excessive to be handed over to the police, as there aren't just as many situations they would encounter that would require it to be used. The next item on the list, however, is one that should be used by all law enforcement agencies. Number 4. Arrest net. The arrest net was first developed in the UK for the British Army as a vehicle arrest system. The net is a much safer option to stop escaping vehicles and limit the chances of casualties by a lot. With this item being effective to use, safe, portable, and useful, it won't be a surprise if this technology catches on and is soon used everywhere around the world. The best thing about it is that it can be thrown in the way of practically any powerful vehicle and make it come to a steady halt within a matter of seconds. The spikes coated around the net helps to cut through the back tires, which makes stopping the vehicle a much easier task. Deployed within 3 seconds, the net is an incredibly powerful and efficient tool to stop criminals and avoid any unnecessary injuries. Number 3. Onyx exoskeleton. The Onyx exoskeleton is designed to be worn over pants and uses incredible AI and sensory technology to help soldiers move faster and lift heavier objects. You could just as well say that the US Army is paving the way for the next generation of super soldiers with this device. The exoskeleton was originally designed to help people with physical ailments, but when used by soldiers, it can give them an edge in their line of duty. A common issue that arises is that even though soldiers and police officers are given the most extreme training, they are still human and can suffer from things like fatigue and body strains. The exoskeleton removes many of these issues and helps soldiers carry weights more easily and gives them more mobility in the process. While it makes more sense for the military to have this kind of technology, it can just as well be used by warehouse workers or people who work in jobs that require a lot of heavy lifting. Number 2. High-power microwave. The high-power microwave is strictly military-grade equipment, as it was originally designed to combat unmanned aircrafts posing a threat. The microwave was tested and proved to be a huge hit. Not only was it able to successfully stop drones and other aerial vehicles, but it was also impeccable when it came to stopping already fired shells. As testing continues, these microwaves are only going to get better and can open up new horizons into strategic and technical information warfare. If they catch on and continue to be useful, they can effectively limit the importance of nuclear technology. It is a stretch for now, but initial testing show that these devices are more than capable of taking down a threat with relative ease and accuracy. Number 1. The bowler wrap. The bowler wrap might be the easiest way to restrain a moving person without causing any injuries and without much of a fuss. As opposed to the traditional means, which include stun guns and sheer brute force, the bowler wrap uses a Kevlar tether that wraps itself around a person, making it impossible to move freely. The cord that is released flies at a speed up to 190 meters per second. If the target is armed, the wrap can be aimed at their chest, which would more than likely make them drop their weapon, and if they are trying to escape, using them pointed at the target's legs can stop them in an instant. One of the most impressive things about the wrap is that it can safely be used from even 7 meters away, which makes restraining individuals safer and makes it a lot less discomforting for the person being restrained. It is just a much easier and safer way to hold down someone or stop them from doing something terrible. That's a wrap for 10 police and military inventions you will not believe. If you like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.